In the first installment of this series, we learned about the origins of the Megaraptorans, which are now the apex predators throughout the known world and in many of the ecosystems beyond. Today, we will go over the diverse basal members of the clade, and in the last video of this overview series, we will cover the 4 species in the most derived group, the robust monarchs. Although many Chimerans distinguish Megaraptorans into terrestrial and semi-aquatic drakes, this isn't the most accurate breakdown, as 2 separate lineages of Megaraptorans have taken to the waters, and one of them is solidly nested within the robust monarchs. With respect to cladistics, I've structured this video around the 4 basal species found in the known world, even though they aren't terribly close relatives, since the 4 species of the derived robust monarchs are closely related, despite looking fairly different. The Taro is a swift pursuit predator, excelling in both speed and endurance, able to outpace most of its ungulate prey, although their maneuverability is low. Their ancestors actually lived in the northern continent during the Age of Tyrants, and are not among the western Megaraptoran clade. They look almost identical to their mesopredator ancestors during the Tyrant dynasty, which were about half the size. They can be found in forests of the northern continent, but are most common on the Hausie prairie, where their speed serves them well. Unlike most predators of the prairie, they are most active during the heat of the day. Air sacs and very hollow bones make them quite light, and their sophisticated respiration helps them keep cool, opening a time niche most predators in their environment would rather sleep through. Like all Chimeran Megaraptorans, their vision is extremely sharp, and they can see in the ultraviolet spectrum, meaning many prey species practically glow, especially at night, aiding them in tracking and keeping an eye on prey while they hunt after sundown, a much more competitive time for predators. Their hearing is excellent, although not as keen as the robust monarchs. Like all Chimeran Megaraptorans, they catch prey with a bite, and kill with deep piercing of their claws. The most basal species of the western Megaraptorans is a reclusive mesopredator that wouldn't stand out in a lineup of Cretaceous Megaraptorans. It is called the Darun by the scattered villages of independent settlements north of the Great Wall of Qajar, which are the only people in the known world to regularly encounter this creature. The Darun is a generalist ambush predator that hunts a wide range of animals, from as small as lizards and rodents to as large as cervids and bovids. As they have not been regularly encountered by people on good speaking terms with the naturalists of Bolundakoi, little is known of their habits, but they seem to be solitary. The most common and successful of the basal Megaraptorans is the Allar. This animal is a confident swimmer, specialized in fish. They are a marine species, hunting mostly in shallow waters. Occasionally they stray into the estuaries of the Siritic wetlands, but mostly they stick to salt water, fishing on the shore and beachcombing. With as prolific as the inland sea ecosystem is, there's always something for these adaptable hunters to feed on. Seafaring has granted them a wide range, and their cousins can be found in many neighboring continents. Although their relatives on the eastern continent boast several freshwater species, the Allar is only common in saltwater. The reason for this is simple, and it has a name: Bakar. With adults of both sexes averaging around 30 feet long and around 3 tons, the Bakar is by far the largest basal Megaraptoran of the known world. They are the apex predator of the Siritic wetlands, a vast, slow-flowing river with most regions comparable to the Everglades and Pantanal, with a few forested parts closer in likeness to the Sundarbans. Like most Megaraptorans, they employ an R-selection reproductive strategy, having many offspring and minimal parental care, only providing food and protection for the first few weeks and driving their young away so she can bulk up to nest again. This means that every year around 1 million young Bakar are thrown into the ecosystem at the beginning of the wet season. Many of these are snatched up by predators from a wide range of sizes. Most do not survive to maturity, but they are often the dominant predators of their size class, and once they reach adulthood at around 10 years of age, They are by far the most numerous top predator in their ecosystem. Their competition includes two species of giant crocodile, an omnivorous parksasaur, and the Kurojaku, one of the robust monarchs. All four of these predators are larger, especially the Kurojaku, but the Bakar far outnumbers all of them combined. They are also the most common large predator in the crescent jungles, although they are not as optimized for this habitat as they are the Seritic wetlands. Like all Megaraptorans, the Bakar does not typically view humans as natural prey. Man-eaters are known, but are typically injured individuals that are unable to catch their favored prey, the many species of large fish found in their shallow wetland homes. They will dabble in mammal and dinosaur prey, being notorious among the Serid for hunting hippos, but they are not as large or nearly as intelligent as the Kurojaku, so they don't need as much high-quality foods. Their metabolism is, like other basal megaraptorans, not as fast as their derived robust cousins, so they can grow large on less food. Basal megaraptorans initially had a lot of success in Kaimere. Their expansion cleared out much of the competition, but where their derived cousins went, most were supplanted. The Taro and Darun each had giant cousins that came after the dynastic extinction, which are now themselves extinct, unable to compete with their more intelligent, powerful, and specialized cousins of their robust monarchs. Smaller basal megaraptorans must still compete with subadults of their robust morphs, which are among the fastest terrestrial animals in Kaimere. Like the tyrannosaurs before them, robust megaraptorans dominate several ecological niches as they grow. Now the Bakar is the last large member of these basal clades. In our final episode in this introductory trilogy, which will go live at the end of the month, we will learn about the robust monarchs, the true kings of Kaimere. Hope you all have enjoyed these videos so far. I've had a grand time putting them together. I want to give a special shout out to Shiny Gander Anja, who has done a lot of delightful and engaging fan art pieces of the many Megaraptorans, among others. I highly recommend you check out his Twitter account. He's got a speculative biology project of his own that, if you like Kaimere, I bet you'll enjoy. That's all for today. Until next time, stay fantastic. Cheers, folks.